Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a quick makeup tutorial. This video has been recommended by a few of my friends. I'm actually really excited because this is something totally different. Usually my videos are about motivation and encouragement, but this one is just my way of doing makeup. But without further ado, I'll start by talking about the matte base corrector by Kiko Milano. This is a really good matte primer if you've got oily skin. So bear in mind, ladies, if I do forget something, don't worry, I'll list all the products I use on the description bar below. So let's get started. Okay, so I just put a little bit on, just all over my face. And I just rub it through. You don't need to put too much on because sometimes it tends to dry out your face and you don't want that. And the next thing I use is the Makeup Academy Pro Base Eye Primer. I've had this for quite some time now, so I don't know if it is still in Superdrug, but you can check it out online. And that's just for my eyes, just a little bit. And then I just dab that through. Bear in mind, ladies, you don't have to worry about the eye primer or any type of primer because sometimes you're just buying the name of a product. I remember last year when I wanted to get Urban Decay primer, and you know, I just thought to myself, you know what, just stick to what you have, because sometimes we tend to go a bit OTT with all the high branded products out there and they do exactly the same thing. So don't worry about the primer you use. If it works for you, it works for you. And then my favourite, I use the Prep and Prime Fix Plus Spray. Just to put it all over my face. And in the meantime, while I let that dry, I put on my eyelashes. But I'll first of all put on my gold shimmery eyeshadow, which is here. This one is from Gosh, but the writing has come off because I've had it for so long now. But it's doing me so good. I'm going to quickly bring up the brush that I use. So I usually also spray the brush as well, just to give it a bit of moist. Shake off a little bit. And I use this brush for my eyeshadow. It's just a basic Topshop brush. And I can show you the colour, how it looks. So it's a really shimmery bronze colour. I mean, it's really wow. So you don't need too much of it. I just start and do that. You can start from the bottom and then build your way up at the top. So it's not too sharp. But I will blend everything in when it's finished. I may not talk much in this tutorial, so just watch, just to make it easier, but I will talk if necessary. Okay, and I'll use my eyeliner, which is the Collection 2000 Fast Stroke. You can get this from Superdrugs as well. I like doing my eyeliner quite thick. I know some people like doing this different, but I really enjoy mine thick. And then I usually fix up the wing with concealer, because sometimes it does doesn't really do what I want. Okay, and then I will put on my eyelashes. Actually, before I put on my eyelashes, no I won't. I'll put on my mascara first, just to define my natural lashes and to give it more of a build up. Ladies, I usually stand to do my makeup, so I think sitting down is taking so much time, but yeah, not to worry. And I usually allow my eyelashes to settle for about 30 seconds for the glue to be dried up. This mascara was from a friend, by the way, so I don't know where they got it, but it's called Absolute Lashes. But you can just use any any mascara you have. And my tweezers dropped. Okay, and then I'm going to use the tweezers. I'm going to put a little bit of glue. And I use the Black Duo Adhesive glue. There's a white one, but I just prefer the black one because it's more stronger. Okay, and what eyelashes to use, I don't even know. Let me just use this shorter ones. I think it's that one and that one. Okay, so I'm using these eyelashes today. And these are from the Eylure London Eyelash Edit group. You can get it on falseeyelashes.co.uk. But as I said before, I will list everything in the description bar. So I only put a little bit of glue, because it doesn't need too much. Then I just allow that to wait for 30 seconds. And I just literally do that to them. So basically, when you're putting on your eyelashes, use a very secure tweezer to just touch the tip of the eyelash. Some people start from there in the inner corner, but I don't want to. Or people start from the middle, but I wouldn't recommend that. In the meantime, let me pick up my lid for my glue. Nearly done. Okay, and I'll just put them on. Sometimes these eyelashes like playing with me, so don't worry about if they do come off, just try again. Okay, that's one done. Very quick and easy as well. Before you apply them, make sure you press the eyelash onto your natural eyelashes and hold them down for about 5 seconds, and then it starts to just fall in place naturally. You can also use the tip of your tweezers to just dab all across the eyelash to make sure it's actually on secure. Yeah, I think that's okay. And then my other one. And wait for 30 seconds as well. The thing is that, ladies, I'm left-handed, so it's kind of hard for me to use my right hand, but for some reason I'm kind of good at using my right hand for my eyelashes. But yeah, just wait for a few seconds. Yep, as I said, sometimes they do come off with me, so don't worry. That one's done as well, just to make sure that they are both even. Okay, so that's done. And now for my favourite, my eyebrows. I used 3 different eyebrow combs, and the one I'm going to be using today is this one, and that was from MAC. Comb them out. Thankfully my eyebrows are still fresh from the last time I threaded them, so that's really good. Okay. And I'm using the eyebrow pencil from Rimmel in black brown. So I'll just draw the outline first, and then I'm going to use my MAC eyeshadow to just blend and make everything look a bit more fuller. Okay. Here it is. You don't need too much of this, ladies, as well, because it is really dark. Unless you really want to go for that proper bold look, but don't think it's as necessary. And don't worry if your eyebrows don't look even now. Once the concealer's on, it just tends to make everything even. The concealer I'm using is the LA Pro Girl Concealer in Fawn. And I'll use a diagonal brush to apply that on. You also don't need too much of this as well. So just like that. I'll just use this brush to just blend it all out. You can use your fingers as well, ladies. It doesn't really matter. Whatever suits you. Sometimes eyebrows can be really funny because it's like, it's not always the way you want it, but shorten it a little bit. Okay, I'll clean everything up later, so let's not worry too much about the concealer. Okay, now to the foundation. I've got two foundations, but don't be deceived. This one is actually Estee Lauder. I just put the remaining in the Lancôme that I used to use. And this is the Lancôme one. But as you can see, there is a difference between the two. This one is more of my colour. I used to use Lancôme before, but I changed to Estee. From what I've seen, this one has a scent, this one doesn't. So I would recommend Estee Lauder for me personally. But I don't have anything against Lancôme. I just prefer Estee because it doesn't have a smell. But yeah, I'll use the Estee one for the purpose of this video. I'll just put a tinsy bit on. Okay, this one is nearly done. If not, I'll just use Lancôme then since it doesn't want to come out. You just need a little bit of that one, not too much, because it's a really, really, really sharp colour. Then I'll use my Pro to spray my sponge. And then just dab that on. I always start with the under eyes as well to make it easier. Some people, they do use their hands as well. I've seen in other makeup tutorials, but I just prefer using a sponge. And I always try to make sure I do like the bottom of my face as well, just on top of the neck too. Where are all these enemy of progresses coming? Look. Ah. All is well. Hey guys, sorry, the camera cut off. I'll just be using that to dab. To the top of my forehead. Remember ladies, this is the Lancôme foundation, not the Estee Lauder. The Estee Lauder one didn't want to, I guess it was a bit shy. Okay, that's done. Hopefully. I believe it is. Okay. And then I'll now use my Real Techniques brush to just apply a bit of powder. And I tend to actually just dab mine on rather than just whack it on. And then when I feel like it's done, the full coverage it's done, then I can just start blending it in circular motions. But I always start with dabbing first. And this is, sorry, this is the MAC Studio Fix in M43. Okay, and then I'll start with the highlighting and contouring. You also don't need a lot of this either, but always make sure you do it from the tip of your nose and just drag it down. This is like my everyday routine. I remember someone was saying that you shouldn't allow this to sit for long because it goes dry, but for some reason I think it doesn't apply to me as much, which I'm quite happy about. Let's quickly fix that up. Concealer, okay. Honestly, I don't know why I do here. I really don't know. I think I've just seen on other people, that's why I'm just so used to it. And I'll use my favourite Bobbi Brown concealer stick. And this is in Espresso. And that's number 10. There's 10.5 as well, but I didn't really see a difference, so I just stuck to my usual. I know that people do their contour like here, but I'm going to do mine from my ear just right there. Just a little bit. And then just a little bit here and there. And then I think that's all I use. I know some people do it here, but don't really feel the need to do so. I'll use my Prep and Prime, and I'll use my Real Techniques brush, the sculpting brush. Just let that dry a little bit. Just blend that in. And make sure when you're blending in, do it very, very subtly, because if you do it quite harshly, it tends to feel like it might overblend and it might look too obvious. So you want it to blend together naturally. The good thing about this concealer stick is that it really does blend in well, and it's not those obvious contour. It's quite subtle, so you won't really see it as much, which I'm really happy about. Okay, and then I'll use my other dry Real Techniques sponge to just take off all the highlighting. Start with the eyes first because it's got the most. Sometimes if you need to put more prep and prime, please do. And always try to get near the tear duct as well of your eye. The first time I used this concealer, I thought it's too much for my skin, but I just thought, you know what, it's to go with the flow. You can rock it. Don't worry too much if it looks too pasty, because if you blend it in well, I promise you it will blend in well with your skin. So don't worry if you've put too much or too little. As long as you know how to blend it in well, you won't have a problem. Also blend my nose as well with the contour. I really used to find it quite hard to contour, but as I said, everyone does makeup in their own way. So please, ladies, don't feel pressurized to do it like other people. Be inspired by them, yes, but don't feel the need you need to imitate them or copy them, because it just loses so much of your peace and your joy, and you don't want that. You really don't. So just do makeup your way that is suitable for you. Okay. And then I'll use this brush to contour. And I'm using the Sleek medium palette, which is literally finished. But I've got another one. Oh, it's actually up there. But I'm not going to use that one at the moment because I want to finish this off. Just to get all that done. Then ones when you have to finish every single corner before you open a new one. Oh gosh. I could have used the Bobbi Brown concealer stick, but I thought that's going to be too heavy. I don't like my contour showing too much, so hopefully it will show on the video. If not, then that's fine, because I don't like it too harsh anyway. Okay, moving on, I will now use my sample Sasha Buttercup that I got from eBay. I think this was about £5, I think, if I can remember. And then I just use a little bit and just have it on. Make sure to always start from the top and then bring it down. Okay, same as before, from the top and then bring it down. And last but not least, my forehead. Okay. And after, I'm going to use my Sleek contour palette again, just to make the contour stand out a bit. And that's it again. You don't need too much of this as well. And that's the brush I'm using too. As I said, ladies, don't worry about it being too much. Just make sure you blend it in very well and you won't have a problem. Then I'm going to use my contour brush to just blend in the contour and the highlighting together. Okay. Now I'm going to use my Morph brush, my Morph blush brush, to just apply just a little bit. And this is called Flushed in Sleek. This blush is very it pops a lot, so you don't need too much at all. Oh, my dimple. I wish it was deeper than that though. Ladies, please, before you do your makeup, please apply Vaseline. Please apply something on your lips, because right now they just feel a little bit dry, but it's okay. I think that's okay. And then, using the same brush, I will use my MAC Gold Deposit for the highlighting. This is so amazing. I love it so much. But as I said before, you don't need too much because it is quite a very bold colour. I'll just use it to highlight my cheekbones. Then I'll use the contour brush again to just blend in the blush and the highlighter. Also, yes, you can also use it just on the top of your lips, on your chin. But I like to use the Sleek Contour Kit in dark for my nose, just to make it stand out a bit more. I'm using the highlighter in dark. I also tend to do my forehead as well, just to get rid of all the excess powder. I don't take this long, ladies. I think it's because I'm talking as I go along, so yeah. Okay. It's like I can't really see the effect where I am because it's a bit dark, but no worries. I'll take pictures at the end. And then I use this as well. This is the bronzer kit from MAC. And I use that just to make my cheeks pop a bit as well. You can also use this powder brush if you like to, just to finish the look of, I'm sorry, when applying your powder, I only use this when maybe I'm going to like a big event, but if I'm just going casually out, I use the Real Techniques powder brush I used earlier to apply this on. Okay, now for the eyes, because I'll apply this again once I'm done. I'll use the highlighter again, just to highlight my eyebrows. And there as well. And then I'll use my black from MAC. Start with this one actually. I'll use this brush. There it is. And this is another Morphe brush as well. Just like that. It's a bit pointy as well, if that helps. I'm just going to blend in between the black and the gold. Okay, and then just continue. Okay, and that's how it doesn't look too bold, hopefully not. And then I use this blue eye pencil from MUA in turquoise, and just to literally fill in my under eyelashes. You have to keep your eyes open for this. And I'll just use my, you know what it is? Okay. And sometimes, not all the time ladies, but sometimes I use my pointy brush just to make my eyes a bit more defined. Okay, then I'll just quickly move on to the lips, and I'm using the Sleek Twist Up Lip Pencil, and the colour's in Deep Cherry, and I like this one so much. Rather than using the pencil, I just prefer this one. And then I tend to just pack my lips together. And then I'll use my NYX Hot Fudge blush. Really. My lip gloss in Hot Fudge. I got it in Italy when I went about 2 weeks ago. It smells so beautiful. And you actually don't need too much as well, which is really good. Okay. And this is how it looks as well. And then finally, I'll start just dabbing the powder in. It's so hot here as well, so it's like I feel like my makeup is just sweating off. Okay. And then what I do to finish it off as well, I tend to also just comb my eyebrows upwards. And I neaten them. And I use this one as well, just towards the tip to make it blend out. Okay. And I think that's literally what I do. I don't think there's anything else I've missed. I hope I haven't missed anything. But yes, this is the finished look. As I said before, because it's quite dark over here, I can't really see the full effects unless I sit back. But yeah, I think that's everything. Yes, okay. Yes, that is everything, and that's all the products I use. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to list down all the products that I use on the description bar. If there's anything you've missed out, please let me know, and I can also add that on too. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed my video. If you do, please thumbs up. If you would like to see more, please thumbs up, as it would be highly appreciated. Please like, share and subscribe as well. Thank you ladies for listening, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care guys, bye.